pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we observe a moment of silence for those who were injured and lost their lives in Las Vegas, and out of respect for the first responders who came to their aid. Thank you. Roll call.
Councilmember Irby?
Here.
Councilmember Page?
Here.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Here.
Councilmember Gray?
Present.
Councilmember Dolan?
Here.
Councilmember Tracus?
Present.
Councilmember Harder?
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
I move for approval of the journal of the meeting of September 26, 2017.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Journal approved. We have no bid openings, so we'll move to communications.
Mr. Chair, there are no tax compromises, zoning matters, or road and bridge matters this evening. We will move to other communications. Under other communications, item number 1.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. Same motion for item number 2, and that will be the order.
Item number 3, all districts.
Receive and file, and that will be the order.
Item number 4, 3rd and 4th districts.
Receive and file.
So ordered.
Item number 5.
Receive and file, same motion for item number 6, and that will be the order.
Item number 7.
Receive, file, and the county council will be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and that will be the order.
Item number 8.
Receive, file, and the county council will be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and that will be the order.
Item number 9, 3rd district.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
Same motion, so ordered.
Item number 10, 6th district.
Receive, file, and the county council will be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 11, 6th district.
Receive, file, and the county council will be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 12, 6th district.
Receive, file, contract in an amount not to exceed $630,433.82 be approved and awarded to M&H Concrete Contractors, the lowest responsive bidder as recommended, and authorization for revision to the existing traffic control devices be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 13, 6th district.
Receive, file, and the county council will be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 14, 7th district.
Receive and file, and the county councilor be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 15, 4th district.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation with modifications as needed.
So ordered. Please read the add-ons.
There are no add-ons.
Report the county executive.
Nothing further this evening.
Will we proceed with public forum?
Mr. Chair, we have 2 speakers this evening.
Okay, tonight we have 2 speakers. When your name is called, please come forward and state your name and address for the record, and we ask that you keep your comments to 3 minutes.
Our first speaker this evening is Izora Liggins.
Good afternoon. My name is Izora Liggins, 5320 Bermuda Road. I'm here again. I've been here several times trying to get assistance with my disability. I've been on disability for 23 years. To date, I have not been able to receive benefits. I have went through all of the state agencies trying to get assistance. And I noticed that Mr. Stinger had said during the protests that when the protesters came to the county, and they were welcomed here as long as their activities were not criminal. I need to know, do Mr. Stinger feel the same way about companies that come into our county? And when their activities rise to criminal, will he take similar actions to hold them accountable? Because the things that I'm going through are totally out of order in context. And it took me 7 years to get copies of my disability papers. When I get the papers, now the Department of Insurance is telling me they can't enforce them, which that is their job. So my question is, what support can I get from the county as a taxpaying citizen and a homeowner to ensure that I get the benefits that I have paid for, Mr. Stinger? Question to you.
So, we ask that you, as our public forum, that you direct your comments to the chair.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
And
Chair.
I think that the question you have is a legal question, and you could direct your comments to the county counselor, and we'd be glad to try and follow up with you if you would leave us your contact information.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you. And thanks for coming.
Our final speaker this evening is Barbara McGee.
Good evening. My name is Barbara McGee, and I live at 29 Oak Park Drive, 63141. My question today is a question of terminology. Over the past several weeks, with the protests and ongoing activities, there have been a few phrases that have been tossed around. My first one I'd like to question is called peaceful protest. The protests recently consist of a large group of protesters, many with bullhorns chanting, screaming profanities at the tops of their voices. Local and small businesses are forced to shut down or close, et cetera, et cetera. In my opinion, I don't see that as being nonviolent. I'm pretty certain that if I went into a shopping mall, say, with a bullhorn and just started screaming profanities and yelling things, I'd be in big trouble. But for some reason, when a whole big group of people does it, it's acceptable? I don't understand that. And I understand we're trying to protect the First Amendment, but in fact, last week, in this room, a protester got up and made a statement and said that a 13-year-old's arm was broken, and I said to her, no, it was not broken, it was bruised. Someone yelled at me, has that been verified? I said, yes, that has been verified. After the meeting, I had a woman nearly attack me. An officer had to step his body in front of mine to keep this woman from coming after me, calling me a racist and a bitch, and that my type is going to die, and she knows who I am. I've never met this woman. I don't find that peaceful. And I don't find that expressing your First Amendment. That's just spreading hate. The second thing I'd like to question is the term riot gear. From what I have seen, riot gear consists of wearing a helmet, a face mask, and a padded vest. You know what? There's another group of people that wear that exact same thing, and they are called baseball catchers. Now, they know a baseball is being thrown at them. They get paid a lot of money to catch it, but we still protect them with tons of protective gear so they are not injured. But we can't give the same protection to officers who are sent out at the line of fire in front of people full of hatred and anger, and that's inciting violence. If that's the case, then and our police are militarized, then by God, so is our baseball teams. So what if I go to the baseball next time? It's over for us pretty much. But I yell, I don't see no riot here, so why the catcher in riot gear? If I yelled that through Bullhorn at Busch Stadium, what do you think would happen? I'd be escorted out of there and probably into a mental institution in a very short amount of time. I'd be accused of, disturbing the peace, et cetera, et cetera. Now, as a taxpayer who pays these civil servants, as they've been referred to, I demand, because my tax money will also have to pay for any injuries that they sustain in the line of duty, I demand that they be required to wear any and all protective gear that will protect them from injury on the job. These are just some things I think that we should define so that people are clear what these terms actually mean.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This concludes the public forum. Proceed with the introduction of bills.
Bill number 256, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance amending Chapter 803, Title 8, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended, amusements, by repealing and reenacting sections 803.010 and 803.020 pertaining to license taxes imposed upon certain amusement facilities, shows, and professional performances. Bill number 257, introduced by Councilmember Tracus, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with T-Mobile Central LLC for lease of space on the county's tower and adjacent ground space at 10998A Coors Lane for radio communications equipment. Bill number 258, introduced by Councilmember Dolan, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with Structures, Inc. for consulting engineering services in connection with replacement or rehabilitation of 3 culverts. Bill number 259, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with CH2M Hill Incorporated for engineering services in connection with resurfacing of St. Charles Rock Road West, AR 1477. Bill number 260, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute an amendment to a contract with Forest Relief of Missouri for lease of land in Creve Coeur Park for forestry-related operations. Bill number 261, introduced by Councilmember Harder, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with T-Mobile Central LLC for use of tower space and for installation and maintenance of an underground cable at 14847 Ladue Bluffs Crossing Drive. Bill number 262, introduced by Councilmember Harder, an ordinance authorizing and giving preliminary approval to a planned environment unit development of a tract of land located in the R-1 Residence District and the FPR-1 Floodplain Residence District, subject to conditions, PC 29-17 Serenity Hills LLC. Bill number 263, introduced by Councilmember Harder, an ordinance amending the St. Louis County zoning ordinance and the official zoning district maps by changing the boundaries of the M-1 Industrial District, the FPM-1 Floodplain Industrial District, the NU Non-Urban District, and the FPNU Floodplain Non-Urban District, as provided herein, PC 30-17 Hidden Arches LLC. Bill number 264, an ordinance amending Chapter 1003, Title 10, St. Louis County Revised Ordinances 1974, as amended zoning ordinance by repealing and reenacting Section 1003.168B pertaining to signs, PC 32-17, St. Louis County Planning Commission. Bill number 265, introduced by Councilmember Walton Gray, an ordinance amending Title 7, St. Louis County Revised Ordinances 1974 as amended, Public Safety and Morals, by enacting and adding thereto a new chapter to be known as Chapter 727, Mortgage Foreclosure Code. Mr. Chair, that is all the bills.
Perfection bill.
Bill number 162, introduced by Council Members Page and Harder.
Please hold.
Bill number 162 will be held.
Bill number 189, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Moved to hold Bill number 189, and 189 will be held. We have a substitute that will be ready by next week.
Bill number 190, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Hold on the order of business, Bill number 190. I suspect that, given our conversations over the past week, we should have all these bills related to the soccer park finalized by the end of the month. But Bill number 190 will be held.
Bill number 222, introduced by Councilmember Tracus.
Please hold Bill number 222.
Bill number 222 will be held.
Bill number 241, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Moved to hold Bill number 241. 241 is held.
Bill number 245, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
Please, I move to perfect Bill number 245.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 245 is perfected.
Bill number 246, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
I move to perfect Bill number 246.
240, second, excuse
All
me.
in favor? Opposed? Bill number 246 is perfected.
Bill number 247, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move to perfect Bill number 247.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Bill number 247 is perfected.
Bill number 248, introduced by Council Members Page, Wassinger, and Dolan.
Move to perfect Bill number 248.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Bill number 248 is perfected.
Bill number 249, introduced by Council Member Page.
Please hold Bill number 249. 249 is held on the order of business.
Bill number 250, introduced by Council Member Harder for Council Member Tracus.
I move to perfect Bill number 250, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 250 is perfected.
Bill number 251, introduced by Council Member Walton Gray for Council Member Erby.
I move to perfect Bill number 251.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 251 is perfected.
Bill number 252, introduced by Council Member Walton Gray for Council Member Erby.
I move to perfect Bill number 252.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Record me as an extension on this bill, 251, 252, I mean, 52.
I'm sorry?
I will abstain on 252. And bill number 252 is perfected.
He's abstaining. Did you, okay. Bill number 253, introduced by Council Member Walton Gray for Council Member Erby.
I move for perfection of Bill number 253.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Please record me as an abstention on 253. 253 is perfected.
Bill number 254, introduced by Council Member Harder for Council Member Tracus.
I move to perfect Bill number 254, please.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 254 is perfected.
Bill number 255, introduced by Council Member Harder for Council Member Tracus.
Move to perfect Bill number 255.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 255 is perfected. Final passage.
Bill number 183, introduced by Council Member Erby.
Please hold.
Bill number 183 is held.
Bill number 226, introduced by Council Members Walton Gray, Page, and Erby.
I move to final pass Bill number 226.
Second.
Roll call.
Council Member Erby?
Aye.
Council Member Page?
Aye.
Council Member Wassinger?
No.
Council Member Gray?
Aye.
Council Member Dolan?
No.
Council Member Tracus?
Aye.
Council Member Harder?
No.
Mr. Chair, we have 4 ayes and 3 noes.
Bill number 226 is finally passed.
Bill number 227, introduced by Council Member Harder.
I move for final passage of Bill 227.
Second.
Roll call.
Council Member Erby?
I abstain.
Council Member Page?
Aye.
Council Member Wassinger?
Aye.
Council Member Gray?
Abstain.
Council Member Dolan?
Aye.
Council Member Tracus?
Aye.
Council Member Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, we have 2 ayes. I'm sorry, we have 5 ayes and 2 abstentions.
Bill number 2, wait a minute. Bill number 227 is finally passed.
Bill number 236, introduced by Council Member Dolan.
I move for final passage of Bill number 236.
Second.
Roll call.
Council Member Erby?
Aye.
Council Member Page?
Aye.
Council Member Wassinger?
Aye.
Council Member Gray?
Aye.
Council Member Dolan?
Aye.
Council Member Tracus?
Aye.
Council Member Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 236, we have 7 ayes.
Bill number 236 is finally passed.
Bill number 237, introduced by Council Member Dolan.
Move for final passage of Bill number 237.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby?
Aye.
Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 237, we have 7 ayes.
Bill number 237 is finally passed.
Bill number 238, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Move for final passage of bill number 238.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby?
Aye.
Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 238, we have 7 ayes.
Bill number 238 is finally passed.
Bill number 242, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move for final passage of bill number 242.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby?
Aye.
Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 242, we have 7 ayes.
Bill number 242 is finally passed.
Bill number 243, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move for final passage of bill number 243.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby?
Aye.
Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill 243, we have 7 ayes.
Bill number 243 is finally passed.
Bill number 244, introduced by Councilmember Harder for Councilmember Tracus.
Move for final passage of bill number 244.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby?
Aye.
Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill 244, we have 7 ayes.
Bill number 244 is finally passed.
Under resolutions, Mr. Chair, we have 1 this evening.
Move for adoption of resolution number 1.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby?
Aye.
Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger?
This is the resolution relating to filling the 3rd position in the auditor's
Yes, it is.
department. And while I fully support that component of your proposal, the part that's giving me trouble is suing ourselves to get it. So I do not want to vote against your bill or your resolution, so I'm going to abstain.
Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
No.
Councilmember Tracus?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
I too have a problem with this. I want another auditor. We need competent auditors for the county, and having a 3rd might help. Well, maybe having 2 might help. Maybe 1 might help. So either way, but I have a problem with suing the county when I'm on a board like this. So I have a problem with that. So I'm going to have to abstain as well.
Mr. Chair, on resolution 1, we have 4 ayes, 1 no, and 2 abstentions.
Resolution number 1 is adopted. Unfinished business.
Item number 1.
Hold on the order of business, and that'll be the order.
Item number 2.
Reappointments be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 3.
The reappointments be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 4.
The appointment be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 5.
Hold on the order of business.
Item number 6, First District.
Receive, file, plans, specifications, and detailed estimate of cost be approved, and the Director of Procurement be authorized to advertise for bids pending Federal Highway Administration authorization as requested, and a copy of this request this report be sent to the interested parties.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 7, First District.
Receive, file, plans, specifications, and detailed estimate of cost be approved, and the Director of Procurement be authorized to advertise for bids pending Federal Highway Administration authorization as requested, and a copy of this report be sent to the interested parties.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 8, First and Fourth Districts.
Same motion. It's the same.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 9, Third District.
Same motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 10, Sixth District.
Receive, file, plan, specifications, and detailed estimate of cost be approved, and the Director of Procurement be authorized to advertise for bids pending Federal Highway Administration authorization as requested, and a copy of this report be sent to interested parties.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 11, Sixth District.
Same motion, Mr. Chair.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 12, Second District.
Receive, file, and the new liquor license be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 13, Second District.
Hold on the other order of business, and that'll be the order.
Mr. Chair, moving to new business, we have 2 prepared orders.
I move for adoption of orders number 1 and 2.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.